Love is one of the most mysterious and powerful emotions in human life. Everyone talks about it, yet very few truly understand what real love actually feels like. We often mistake it for attraction, obsession, or attachment, things that come and go with time. But true love, as Carl Jung would say, is something far deeper. It's not just about finding someone who makes your heart race. It's about finding someone who awakens your soul. Jung believed that real love isn't an escape from loneliness. It's a journey toward wholeness. Two people don't meet to complete each other. They meet to help each other grow into their fullest selves. And before we go any deeper, if you're someone who loves exploring the deeper meaning behind relationships, emotions, and human nature, make sure you subscribe right now and watch till the end. Because what you'll hear today might just change how you see love forever. In today's world, where everything moves so fast and relationships often feel rushed or shallow, it's hard to recognize the difference between a passing feeling and something eternal. But once you experience true love, you'll know. It's unlike anything else. Calm yet intense. Gentle yet powerful. It doesn't make your heart race. It makes your soul feel safe. So stay with me till the end, because in this video, we're uncovering the 7 true signs of real love. And you might be surprised by how different they are from what most people believe. Now think of love not as a fairy tale, but as a mirror. Jung once said that the people we love often reflect the parts of ourselves we need to understand most. When you meet someone who stirs your soul, they might not just be a romantic partner. They could be a spiritual teacher in disguise. Through them, you face your fears, your insecurities, and your hidden desires. True love doesn't just make you happy. It makes you grow. It challenges your ego, teaches you patience, and gently pushes you toward emotional and spiritual maturity. That's why Jung saw love as both a joy and a responsibility. Because when two people connect on a deep soul level, they don't just fall in love, they evolve together. And hey, before we continue, if this message is resonating with you so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It only takes a second, but it means the world to me and helps more people discover these insights about love, growth, and the human soul. You can recognize true love not through constant excitement, but through peace. It's not about drama or chasing attention. It's about safety, understanding, and feeling at home in someone's presence. You don't need to perform or impress them, because they already see who you are and still choose you. True love doesn't cage you, it frees you. It gives you wings, not chains. It allows both souls to grow side by side, without losing their individuality. Jung beautifully said that love isn't about becoming one person. It's about two complete beings walking the same path together. So if you've ever wondered why you haven't found that kind of connection yet, don't worry. Real love doesn't rush. It arrives when both souls are ready. And that's why it feels so peaceful when it finally appears. Not loud, not chaotic, just right. In a world full of temporary connections and short-lived sparks, true love stands out as something sacred. It doesn't fade, it deepens. It transforms loneliness into companionship and fear into trust. It's patient, it's grounding, and it feels like coming home. Stay with me till the end of this video, because next we'll go through the 7 unmistakable signs that what you're feeling might actually be true love. And if you're finding value in these insights, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week we dive deep into the psychology of love, self-discovery, and Carl Jung's timeless wisdom about the human soul. So take a moment, tap that button, and let's keep exploring together. Because understanding real love begins with understanding yourself. The first sign of true love is emotional safety, that deep, quiet feeling that you can finally breathe around someone. It's not about constant excitement or butterflies, it's about peace. When you're with the right person, your whole soul relaxes. You don't have to pretend, perform, or hide your flaws. You can just be. You can speak your truth, share your fears, and show your emotions without worrying about judgment. Carl Jung believed that when two souls truly connect, they create a sacred space, a space where both can be completely themselves. That's where healing begins. It's where both hearts can unfold naturally, without fear or pressure. And in a world where so many people wear masks, finding someone who lets you be real, that's one of life's greatest blessings. Before we move on, if this resonates with you, if you've ever craved that kind of peace and love, make sure you subscribe and watch till the end, because what comes next will help you understand love in a way few people ever do. True love doesn't demand perfection. It doesn't make you feel small or not enough. Instead, it whispers, "You are enough just as you are." When someone truly loves you, they don't use your past against you. They don't point out your flaws to hurt you. They help you heal them. They listen. They understand. They stay. Jung once said that love reveals what's hidden in the unconscious, and emotional safety is the bridge that brings those hidden parts into the light. When you feel safe, you start to face your fears, your wounds, your old patterns. And instead of feeling ashamed, you begin to feel supported. That's how love transforms you. It doesn't just make you happy. It makes you whole. You can sense emotional safety in small, quiet moments, in the way they look at you with warmth, in the silence that feels comforting instead of awkward, in their patience when you're struggling to find the right words. True love doesn't rush, it listens. It's gentle with your emotions. It understands that healing takes time. When someone really loves you, they're not just there for the sunshine. They stay through the storms too. They don't disappear when things get hard. They hold your hand tighter. That's what makes it rare. In a world chasing instant pleasure, emotional safety is the foundation of real connection. And here's the most beautiful part. Emotional safety gives you the courage to be vulnerable. And vulnerability, as Jung might say, is not weakness. It's power in its purest form. It's when you can cry, share your deepest fears, or show your insecurities, knowing the other person won't turn away. They won't use it against you. They'll hold space for you, quietly, lovingly, without judgment. That's how trust is built. And trust is the heartbeat of true love. When two people can look at each other and say, "I see your soul, and I'm not going anywhere," that's when you know it's real. Love that makes you feel safe is love that heals. And love that heals is love that lasts. And if you're enjoying this message so far, pause for a second. Tap that subscribe button, because what's coming next will take you even deeper. The second sign of true love is growth, not just as a couple, but as individuals. Real love doesn't trap you in comfort. It inspires you to evolve. It challenges you to face your fears, expand your thinking, and become your truest self. Carl Jung often said that relationships act as mirrors. They reflect back the parts of ourselves we need to understand most. When you meet someone who truly loves you, they become that mirror. Through them, you see your strengths, but also your wounds, insecurities, and unhealed parts. And instead of avoiding them, true love helps you confront them. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. Because someone who really loves you will never let you stay small. They'll see your potential even on the days you don't. False love holds you back with control, jealousy, or fear. But true love sets you free. You can chase your dreams without guilt. You can grow without losing connection. Your partner cheers you on, not competes with you. They don't demand that you change to fit their world. They walk beside you as you both grow together. Real love doesn't take away your identity. It strengthens it. Jung called this the individuation process, the journey toward becoming whole. In true love, both souls help each other evolve emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. You'll know it's real when you both become better because of each other. When communication becomes honest. When conflicts turn into lessons. When forgiveness replaces ego. That's love evolving into something sacred. You don't see problems as battles anymore. You see them as growth opportunities. And when one of you stumbles, the other doesn't criticize. They lift you up. This kind of love is rare, the kind that time or distance can't break, because it's built on growth, not comfort. Real love doesn't celebrate only who you are today. It believes in who you can become tomorrow. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. And one day, when you look at each other, older, wiser, calmer, you'll realize that both of you have become the best versions of yourselves because of that love. That's the quiet, powerful magic of true love. Not loud, not dramatic, but steady, patient, and transformative. And if this vision of love moves you, if you believe love should grow you, not drain you, then keep watching, because the next signs will open your eyes even deeper. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. This journey has just begun. The third sign of true love is deep understanding, that rare, unspoken connection where you feel truly seen and known by another person. It's not about agreeing on everything or finishing each other's sentences. It's about feeling understood, even in silence. Have you ever had someone really look at you, and somehow, without a single word, they just get it? They know when something's wrong. They can sense your mood, and they understand what your heart is saying even when your lips stay still. Carl Jung believed that real love is born when two souls recognize each other beyond words, beyond masks, beyond ego. It's when someone understands not just what you say, but what you mean. That level of understanding doesn't come from attraction or chemistry alone. It comes from something deeper, emotional and spiritual attunement, a shared frequency between two souls who have found each other in a noisy world. And if you're someone who believes in this kind of love that feels safe, honest, and deeply connected, then make sure to subscribe and stay with me till the end of this video. Because what comes next will take you even deeper into what true love really is. True love means being understood without having to justify yourself. You don't have to explain your feelings over and over again. You don't have to prove your worth. Because the person who loves you truly knows your heart, your light and your shadow. They've seen your chaos and your calm, your fears and your hopes, and still they choose you. Jung once said, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. That reaction is understanding. When someone truly understands you, they don't try to fix you. They don't tell you to stop feeling. They hold space for your emotions. They listen, they stay, and they help you find your own answers. That's when love stops being a need and becomes a healing force." Understanding also means patience. True love doesn't rush to criticize or correct. It listens first and responds with empathy. Even when you argue, the goal isn't to win, it's to understand. There's a quiet respect behind every disagreement, because both hearts know they're on the same side. That's how emotional safety and understanding work together. They build a bond that words alone could never create. When someone truly understands you, they can sense your silence, feel your pain, and celebrate your joy as if it were their own. You no longer have to hide the parts of yourself that others misunderstood. You can finally say, "I don't have to pretend anymore." And that's when love becomes peace. Because when someone sees you, the real you, and still chooses to stay, that's when you know your soul is home, and it's not one-sided. True love teaches you to understand them too. You begin to feel their emotions before they speak. You start to notice the small things, their habits, their moods, their quiet needs. And you care for them not out of duty, but out of love. That's how two souls grow together, through understanding, through the soft, wordless connection that says, "I know you and I'm with you." In Jung's view, this kind of connection is what makes a bond truly unbreakable. Because when two people understand each other at the soul level, no distance, no silence, no time can destroy the invisible thread that ties them together. So before we move to the next sign, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever felt this kind of deep understanding with someone? If you have, hold on to it. It's rare and it's real. And if you're finding meaning in this journey so far, if these insights help you see love from a deeper perspective, then please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Your support helps us keep exploring Carl Jung's wisdom and uncovering the real, soulful side of psychology and love. Stay with me, because next we'll explore the fourth sign of true love, the one that reveals how real love stays strong, even through silence and storms. The sixth sign of true love is emotional maturity, the ability to love without control, to care without possession, and to stay calm even when emotions run high. Carl Jung often said that love is not a fusion of two halves, but the meeting of two wholes. Emotional maturity means understanding that your partner is not responsible for fixing your pain, fulfilling every need, or completing you. Instead, both of you are responsible for your own inner worlds, your moods, your triggers, your reactions. And love becomes a conscious choice, not a dependency. In immature love, emotions rule everything. A simple disagreement becomes a storm. Silence feels like rejection. Insecurity turns affection into control. But true love is steady. It doesn't seek to dominate or to win. It listens. It breathes. It allows space. When you love with maturity, you no longer chase constant validation. You can say, "I need space," without fear of losing them. You can hear, "I'm upset," without feeling attacked. You respond instead of react. You grow together rather than blame each other. Jung believed that true individuation, the process of becoming whole, requires us to confront our inner shadows. That means facing jealousy, anger, and fear within ourselves before projecting them onto the person we love. Emotional maturity in love is when you can look inward first, asking, "Is this my wound or something real between us?" It's self-awareness that protects the relationship from unconscious destruction. A mature kind of love doesn't rely on drama to feel alive. It finds depth and peace. It thrives on respect, patience, and honest dialogue. You no longer measure love by intensity, but by consistency. You realize that passion without emotional balance burns fast, but love with understanding endures. When two emotionally mature people love each other, there's less chaos and more calm. You argue, but you also repair. You disagree, but you still care. You both know that perfection isn't possible, but growth is. And that's where true love deepens, not in never fighting, but in learning how to fight for each other, not against each other. Because in mature love, you stop trying to own someone's heart. You learn to hold it gently. And that kind of love doesn't fade, it evolves. The seventh sign of true love is acceptance, the rare ability to love someone exactly as they are, without trying to change them. Carl Jung said, "The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely." And in relationships, it's just as true. Because to truly love another, you must learn to accept not an ideal, but a human being. In conditional love, people fall for images, who they want someone to be, not who they really are. They say, "I'll love you when you change," or "I'll be happy once you're different." But that's not love. That's control disguised as affection. True love, in Jung's view, embraces both the light and the shadow. It sees imperfection and still chooses closeness. Acceptance doesn't mean you ignore flaws or stop growing together. It means you understand that love isn't a remodeling project. You don't sculpt someone into your fantasy. You see them, truly see them, and still say, "You are enough." Because when someone feels safe to be themselves, they naturally evolve. Growth happens where acceptance lives. Jung believed that relationships mirror our inner selves. The things we reject in others often reflect the parts we haven't yet accepted in ourselves. That's why acceptance in love is both outer and inner work. When you stop demanding perfection from your partner, you also stop punishing yourself for not being perfect. You begin to see love not as a transaction, but as a reflection, a sacred mirror where two souls recognize each other's humanity. In true love, you don't need to fix your partner's scars. You learn to trace them with understanding. You don't need to agree on everything. You simply respect the space between your differences. You don't love because someone fits your image. You love because your souls fit each other's truth. This kind of love is liberating. It doesn't trap, it frees. It allows both people to become more of who they truly are. Because when you're accepted, you stop pretending. You start living honestly. And that's where the deepest kind of love is born, not in perfection, but in presence. That in the end, Carl Jung taught that real love is not an escape from the self. It's a journey deeper into it. Every sign of true love, loyalty, honesty, maturity, acceptance, points us toward one truth. Love is not about losing yourself in another, but finding yourself with them. The modern world often confuses attention with affection and excitement with connection. But the love Jung spoke of runs deeper. It's not loud. It doesn't always post itself for the world to see. It's quiet, patient, and transformative. It helps you grow into the person you were meant to be, not through constant pleasure, but through shared evolution. True love won't make you feel small or anxious. It won't demand that you perform. It will give you peace. It will challenge you, yes, but never to break you, only to awaken you. It will make you face your fears, heal your wounds, and rediscover your strength. When two people meet on that level, soul to soul, truth to truth, love becomes more than a feeling. It becomes a sacred connection between two conscious beings walking the same path toward wholeness. You stop asking, will they stay? Because you feel it in their presence, their words, their silence. Jung said, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. That is the essence of true love. Transformation through togetherness. So if you found someone who stands by you in storms, who tells you the truth even when it's hard, who grows with you through patience and honesty, hold them close. Because real love doesn't just make life brighter, it makes you braver. And if you're still searching, remember, true love begins within. The more you accept, heal, and understand yourself, the more you attract love that mirrors your peace, not your pain. Because love, in its truest form, doesn't complete you. It meets you right where you are and helps you rise from there.